one of the things I learned early on is like you have to like study people, you know?
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite things to do, like to get inspired for whatever role comes my way. It's like I want to like meet random people and have like random conversation and just like, or people watch, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes if I'm just out, I'll just like, just look at people, how they walk, you know, and just study them, you know, just to get inspired.
I think I'm the same, and I've been doing so much more of that recently because I've had the time.
Yeah.
Which when I was younger, I was always a creep, like serious staring problem. Everyone is being looked up, down, sideways. Like, I know you so well from across the road, you know, like I always was that way. And then I tried to get away from that. And then my life kind of changed, and then it made me kind of anxious, but I don't want to be somebody who, to be clear, I always know when it's time to go. I'm not going to be out too late. Like I know when to call it, and I know when I got to get out of the space, but I never want to be somebody who doesn't want to leave the house or doesn't, if something comes up and there's an opportunity to go out and do something, and I don't care if there's people I know, people I don't know, it could be a room full of strangers. I just, I want to see things. I want to see life. And it's the same thing where I've got this script in my hands right now that, you know, there's a character who's got an injury and is limping a bit, and a few weeks ago saw someone with an injury limping a bit, and the whole time I'm just watching them walk up and down the street because I'm thinking, oh, okay, this is, you know, make a couple of notes, have an understanding, and then go about their day. I mean, maybe it feels a little weird because like they have no idea that I have pages in a notebook dedicated to them, but it's the only way. It's the only way. And also, if a director or other actors need to do a lot of rehearsals and I'm game. And sometimes that's what the script calls for, you know, like plays that have turned into screenplays and, you know, things like that. Some things you have to know, camera blocking, et cetera, et cetera. But I like just having all of that knowledge back there, known, seen it all. I want to go on set, and I think it's the best when, or sometimes I get the most excited when there's not much rehearsal or there's not much, and it's a bit more improvised because when you carry all of that in you and you don't have to think about it, you don't have to over prepare or get in your head about that sort of thing. It's so beneficial and so much more freeing, and allows me to test myself and challenge myself a little bit more. But I'm not going to get that if, you know, I don't leave the house or I'm only on set.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's so important to get out.
We tend to forget that sometimes.
Well, I think right now too, because it's so easy because we've got this community online.
Yeah.
So, you know, your friend lives in another country or across the world, and that's how you communicate. That's where you're getting your news from. That's where you're getting. So there's not always a need to get out of the house. But it's super weird how it's in creating this big, expansive online community. It's almost isolated people to a much further extent. You know, I feel like people were a lot less lonely when we didn't have to worry about, you know, what was going on in.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, social media, you gotta love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What's been the biggest mental adjustment you've had to make as you've gotten more famous?
I guess it's kind of what we were talking about previously, where there was a time in my life where I didn't feel like I owned my name, and it was, you know, this external thing, and my life and my career, everything, it had gone to the public and it wasn't mine anymore. Right.
I fall victim to that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's because in my world, it's a lot too. You know what I mean? Like I went into the grocery store the other day and I was like, I'll be fine. As soon as I walked in, somebody was like, going back to Honolulu just to get that Maui Wow. And I was like, fuck! Fuck! I just want some fruit.
Yeah.
I just want some fruit. Fuck.
Yeah.
You know, so like I get like anxiety about doing things because like the minute I'm like, oh, I'll be fine, something happens, you know? But like it's crazy because like my dude Brian Greenberg, he told me years ago, right? He said George Clooney told him, he was like, always remember this. Never let them keep you in the house.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand that back in the day. But I get it now. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't want to be this prisoner in my own home You know what I mean? Like I there needs to be a balance. Like I when I wake up in the morning and I look in the mirror, I don't see Kid Cudi. I see Scott Mescudi. You know what I mean? And like, I literally had this conversation with my friend the other day. I was like, dude, you know, this is kind of weird. Like, I'll go 2 weeks without somebody recognizing me and I'll forget I'm famous. So then I'll go out and do something and then somebody is like, Kid Cudi, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's right. I have this whole fucking thing going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm so like, you know, I can get in these places where I can like, you know, lately, especially in this part of my life now, where I can just kind of disconnect from that whole thing. Nice. And it's almost like I don't even realize that it's there, you know?
Yeah.
But that's the gnarly thing, man. I think you're right, man. You just have to find that balance. And, you know, it's hard. It's very hard. It's very hard to navigate fame and this business and how people are around you and how they treat you. But, you know, over time, you just find that balance, you know, and it just comes with just the years of growth, and you get older and you know the type of lifestyle you want to have, you know?
Yeah. I don't want to be scared. I don't want to be scared, and I want to see it all.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to be able to wake up one day and say, I want to go to the beach, and not be like in my head about somebody seeing me at the beach. Like, I want to just go to the fucking beach. I want to go to the grocery store and not be worried that somebody's going to sing Maui Wowie. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe like, one day.
Maybe one day, you know? Maybe one day I can go pick up some milk and I won't have to hear that song, you know?
Yeah.
So what's one lesson you would give young Jenna starting out her career?
Sorry, I'm gonna move
something you've learned all these years that you want young Jenna to know. Even though young Jenna was on fire and she had it all figured out.
Yeah, she honestly, yeah, I had my prime at like 7. Something I'd want young Jenna to know, maybe you have time. And I think that's something that I kind of need to tell myself now too, is I've always been very stubborn, very driven, very impatient as a person. So I feel like I need to keep moving. If a day isn't super productive, you know, it's important to me, but I was the same as a kid where, you know, I should have been acting yesterday. I should have been working yesterday. That's why I'm, you know, writing letters to people and sending photos and talking about it in school and asking for monologue books. And I'm grateful for my experience and I'm grateful for everything that I have. But when I was younger, I needed the world to all happen at once. And I'm still that way, but I think sometimes it adds this sort of layer of anxiety. Or I was also very existential as a kid. Like I was worried about things that I didn't need to be worried about way down the line and way down the, you know. Right. So I think it was just, you know, take it day by day. Yeah. And she would like roll her eyes at me probably.
Whatever, there's work to do.
Yeah, she'd be like, what are you talking about? It's so beautiful outside and there's this and that and I'm going to go run and I'm going to, you know, it was like very like a fairy.